Hello, thank you for joining me. I thought I'd bring you along for this. Oh, hi, eating my hair, that's not good. For this recording, because I was having a good old moan to myself this morning, feeling sorry for myself. So I thought, right, sat myself down, had a damn good talking to myself, and reminded myself of how fortunate I am. And I do start my day with gratitude, and I'd done that I'd had a reasonable night's sleep in a warm bed, and that I'd got food in the cupboard. But still I was moaning Minnie. So I have come and made myself sit in the conservatory. It's the equivalent of the naughty step, I think. And it's reminding me that as a child, I used to live in a house that just had one fire, no central heating, no double glazing. And you know, it was fine. We have become soft. I have become soft. Though I do admit that I do tend to have the central heating on as little as possible, and as low a temperature as I can. But this sitting in here reminds me of my childhood, because there's no heating in here. And as you can see, there is beautiful frost on the windows. But that frost is outside. It's not in here, it's outside. There's just a little bit along the bottom that's inside. So I'm just looking at the beauty of it, how lovely it is. And I've got 3 layers on. I've layered up to keep me warm, and when I go back in, I will put on my polar bear, which will go on everything, on top of everything, light the wood burner, and as the saying goes, Bob's your uncle. But I just keep feeling, yes, for the birds. I've been out and fed the birds, but the animals, including the human animals who are out in the cold. Sorry, this hair's annoying me. I really must get it cut. Out in the cold, the homeless people. And there are far too many in our country. I don't know how it is with you. I used to go quite regularly into Manchester, and I'd always take a bag with packs of sandwiches in and sachets of dog food. I'd never give money. I'd sometimes go into a cafe outside, which some of them sat, and pay forward a coffee and a sandwich in there. But I don't go into Manchester these days. So I'm in here to remind myself to shut up moaning, to put on my big girl pants, and to get on. And sometimes we really have to give ourselves a talking to and say, do you know, you don't need to be swanning around in your house in a t-shirt when the weather's like this. Turn that heating down, help the planet, help your bills, and put on another layer. I think I'm old-fashioned. Well, I know I'm old-fashioned, and I happily accept that, because I was taught to be resilient, and that is so important. I was taught how to manage with things, how to manage without things. So I can cook from next to nothing, look what I've got in the cupboard, look what I've got in the freezer. There's always stuff in the freezer. And I can remove my digit and do some cooking. I'm perfectly capable. I taught my sons to cook. I learnt to cook standing next to my mum on a tiny, tiny work surface that we had. It was about 18 inches square. No idea how many centimetres that is. Can't work in centimetres. And she taught me how to cook and how to bake on there. These skills are essential that we pass them on, that we teach the younger generation, and that we learn from them as well. I never stop learning from my granddaughter when she visits me and helps me not only with IT, but with other things. Well, especially words that are used these days that I've never heard of. Can you help me? What's that mean? Yeah, Grandma, no problem. And then she will ask me something that I know that she doesn't know. And that exchange of information, I love it. It's great. And people say that they learn from older people. Yeah, I've got skills that probably younger ones haven't got, but you younger folk have skills that we older folk benefit from knowing about. So that exchange, if you can find someone that you relate to, that you can exchange that information with, it will benefit both you and the older person. And there are a lot of older people out there who are on their own without any family, without any friends. So you would be doing them a service by being with them and helping them too. So I varied and vied right off track here. But there's nothing new there. Forgive me. But just take care and keep your eye on people that are alone, especially if it's very cold or if it's very hot. They're both as bad as each other. And I can't help but think of those who have lost their homes, lost everything in the dreadful fires over in America at present. Things like that make me shut up and stop moaning. Trying to get my head round that, round wars and any natural disasters, I find hard. So, on that note, I will say I am now going to light my wood burner and put on my polar bear. I might actually brave making a recording in it, and say cheerio. Bye for now. Take the best care of yourself that you can, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now. Bye.